how are you adjusting your business model to deal with slower demand?
Well, that's a very nice question. As you know, we are an international company, and when we say that demand is slowing, it's because we are looking at the overall demand, global demand, world demand. But this is a compound, so we have countries which are really, really slowing. Let's take as an example Europe, and we have countries where demand is increasing. So we have India, we have China, all the Southeast Asia, and that's one of the reasons why in our report we have tried to distinguish amongst different areas, different parts of the world, different markets, in order to have a better understanding on how that demand is evolving.
So does Cepsa begin to pivot towards those high growth markets?
No doubt, and not just on the pure refining activities, but mostly on the petrochemical business. There are certain areas where no doubt the growth demand is mainly justified by demographics. We see that especially on the eastern part of the world, the growing of the middle class, which is the real customer for our products, is impressive, and we want to be present in these areas and participate on these growing markets.
So here at ADIPEC, I hear so much excitement about growth in Asia in particular. A lot of people are looking to that market now, not least of which ADNOC, we spoke to Dr. Sultan just yesterday. He has similar ideas. Does the space begin to feel crowded to you, or how do you differentiate yourself from the other companies also trying to make this move?
Well, I'm glad to try to answer because, I expect competition, but that's even worse in an area where the market is permanently being eroded. So I have a clear mandate by my shareholder, Mubadala, the sole shareholder, is keep growing. Growing in Europe these days, I would say that it's almost impossible because competition is also there and the market is being permanently eroded. So with the market decreasing, how can you get a better market share? The best you can do probably is just to sustain your market share. On the other side, in areas where market is growing, no doubt that we are going to have competitors, but I think that the room for maneuver is much larger.
All right, let's talk about the investment outlook as well. This seems to be a bit polarizing here at ADIPEC. Some people wanting to ramp up investment and other people pulling back. How do you feel about it at the moment?
Well, I think that we have to be very clear, and every time I had the opportunity to exchange views with some of my colleagues these days, we have to give a clear message to the oil and gas industry that we are here to invest. We are coming out of a very difficult time with a huge economic depression, with a dramatic fall on the crude prices, and it's time to go out of the intensive care mode. We have to clearly say to our customers that we are here to invest. We want to really give them very good reasons to keep using our products and to keep relying on us, particularly on the transport sector.
So put your money where your mouth is. What does your investment budget look like for, say, 2018?
Well, our budget has been very recently approved, and we can say that we invest on a more or less routine basis between 1 and 2 billion euros per year. Depends a little bit on different opportunities, but this is our regular budget in terms of capex.
And I know your company is obviously not just about oil, but when it comes to this broad investment outlook, how do you feel about OPEC's production cuts? Have they made it more difficult to gauge the true level of supply and demand and how much investment is needed?
Well, I think that you are very right. We are not just oil. We try to redefine. In fact, we have redefined our mission. In a way that we try to say that we will supply the energy that our customer, every reality requires. We talked about different geographies before, and it's quite clear that the Spanish or the Southern European customer has not the same needs, has not the same requirements, has not the same probably aspirations that a customer on Latin America or a customer in China. And we are in these markets, and we will try to supply these markets with the energy that is required, the energy that is demanded by our customers.
Last question. We know, of course, that Mubadala is undertaking a review of its assets. When it comes to your business, how are you ensuring that you are a valued part of Mubadala? How are you tailoring your business? What's your pitch to your owner?
Well, I cannot talk for my shareholder. My shareholder has to decide their own strategy. But what I can say to you is that we are here to deliver as expected, if not exceeding the expectations of our shareholder. We are very focused on efficiency. We have proved that on the different benchmarks that we are passing during the year. We have proved that we have very efficient assets, and I'm pretty sure that our strategy will fit very well with the strategy of the whole Mubadala Group.
Pedro, thank you so much.
Thank you very much to you.